Yeah, but when we start dancing, really, I was still living with my mom. I was pretty young because, like I said, I had my son at a young age. And I want to provide for my son and send him to school. So yeah, me they start dancing at a young age. And so on. And if you take me the quiet question 20 or about 20 or something like that. And so and I run into all kind of idiot and all kind of mad people and all kind of crazy people and all kind of things happen. First, the club I was working at, they never drink no alcohol. We're not allowed to drink alcohol. They don't sell alcohol because it was a nude club. And so my friend him start to sneak alcohol and give me like a drink item. I used to drink alcohol. So after that, now they used to fine a lot because if you had to pay a period or something, you can't come and work, you call in sick. Then fine you all $1,000 because you know you make money. I saw the club run. Some girl come and work with tampon in them and all kind of sitting. And me I tell her that. And Mr. Max try to find somewhere else for work. So I start growing like a pro now and start looking somebody tell me about one place to go work. And when I go to the place, them basically I call them place the owner of the wall and I go dance with them. It's a like a small club full up a whole heap of guys in it and one small like a stage. And these guys are try finger you, try touch you, them dirty stinking and all them sitting there. And I said, nobody make up on stage and make us say if it wasn't a white club, me there how much money would I make. Some black guy get offended. So I decide, put on my clothes and leave because this is not a place for me. I can't dance here so. So when we look now, me meet one bald girl in there and a girl named Sharika come to change her name, I guess. And she's like, hello, how you doing? And so I'm like, you look good, do and so and so. Where you dance? And I say, I have a next place where so I go work more time. It's a nice place, but I want this place. I'm like to check out other places. So she say, if you can't get her no man, give her a call. So she give me number, me never dey call her. So one day me I left from the same place where me I work from early morning. We used to stop at the diner, Brooklyn Diner, and have breakfast every morning because I like my hash brown, and I like my corned beef, and I like my hot chocolate in the morning and all them things in the 4 or 5 o'clock a morning when the club close. All of this are full up with all this chip of them. Everybody in there eat food and talk and all this and just having fun. So me up in there now, I eat my food and relaxing and all of that up in the diner and then me left from there so again and take a next taxi and then go home. And basically someone was living. Me go home, me get a little sleep and me come back out. So me at this place working now and when we go to the diner now, I'm running to the girl again. And she happened to see me and me give her the address. And me tell her so me go ask my boss, me go ask the boss if my friend could come and work and him say yes. If she can dance like you, she can come here and she look good like you. So I go and tell her and she come and she do an audition and I'm like her. She just stay. So 1 week later, me I tell her, say, people, me I tell her, drugs is not a good thing. And me thank God for Jesus Christ, our living God, because without God, we are nothing. And me say, me up in the club, as usual, me always do one of the good looking this girl up in there and a dance, because most of them up in there, they pan crack, they pan cocaine, then they pan ecstasy, then they pan all kind of drugs. So through they pan all kind of drugs, they kind of drain them body down, and so on, and they don't have the full, beautiful body like they're supposed to have them body gone flat, some of them and all kind of sitting. So anyway, one night me there dance and I dance and I dance and my friend come and she a dance and Riri with them, Riri. Me go out there and see the girl start climb on the pole from one pole to the other pole like monkey. So me say, oh, I really go on because I know some know how usually dance. And she just jump off on the pole and everybody, the whole club turns upside down, money like Christ. When me say money like rice, when she come back in the back, I say, well, go on my friend. Me look, me see the girl pull out a bag of cocaine. Yeah, and she just and sniff up some of the cocaine. Yeah, man. I mean, I tell us when the girl sniff up the cocaine and so, me take a little drink and me that drink and me really feel too good. And she said, well, I sniff some of the cocaine and you feel good. And I said, no, man. I don't want to take none of the cocaine. I don't be doing something like I'm here from Jamaica, so you take them something, mash you up and it's not good for you. I mean, I want to take it. She said, well, still didn't feel bad. As if you now make no money tonight. And I say, all right then, let me just try a little bit. I don't take you, I say, no bother. And then I say, all right, I sniff the cocaine with the girl. Me say, me get so fucking high out of my body. Me gone out upon the stage and me start shift on the pole like monkey to like what the girl that do. Whole place money again. A competition, me say me all walk on my head, me tell her one at a time, me a dance. I mean, how come my wig catch a fire, but for somehow the wig me have and catch a fire upon the stage, me say smoke, me I wonder where fire come from. When me look one guy, I grab off my wig off of my head. When me look, me have to run down upon the wig and stamp down upon the fire, the wig and put the wig on with backbone up on my head and me continue dancing. I under cocaine and anything and any kind of liquor my body could have take. And I say, me a star the show, my friend, we a mash up the whole place. When I look for money, me go, me just empty the money in my whole place, because I live alone by myself, one little studio apartment. But just empty the money on the ground, like carpet in a corner, like paper and close my door. And I say, me come home and I couldn't get no sleep. Me know me start to feeling bad. Me start to feel like commit suicide. All kind of things start to happen to me. Because me go take drugs. And me say me continue. Me go out next night and me do the same thing over and over. For about 2 weeks. And me say after 2 weeks, me tell her say me lose like 15 pounds a day. That's a shit off of my body, you know. Me I tell her say me I lose all, you know. Satan got me stiff, you know, my girl. My youth, Satan got me, you know. And me say when me look my body just a melt off the bone and turn up, me start look like a blood clot skeleton in 2 weeks on the cocaine, you know. And me meet one guy, me never want to dance on stage no more. One man used to know me and my mother used to go to church. I used to go and shop and used to be on one security, one store. And me see me the one night sit down and me say him supply the whole club with the cocaine. And he give me like $60 water and tell me say all of man just keep that in and me have to pay him fee. When I start get high, everybody want to give free cocaine. But once you get up on it, they want your pussy, they want everything, they want money, and they will shoot you and they will fucking kill you. I mean, I tell her that. Because when you get up on the drugs and you want the drugs, you have to work to get the money to support the drugs and pay your bill. And it mash up your body, you're going insane. You dream say cocaine when you try to sleep out, you sleep, you have to get up out of your bed. You wonder where you could have get cocaine. You have your fucking twisted. I'm telling you, you start look like a fucking dead, like a walking dead. Like the devil take you over your head and get big out of your head. Your whole body change. You become a fucking demons. So me meet this guy this night and he say I want a drink. And I say no, I want some cocaine. I say what pretty girl like you doing with cocaine? And anyway, I say I want and I go one place. And the club open to close my hang on train light. I say come on, we go to this place. And there was one place lock up on 34th Street of Brooklyn there. All the way like you go a Cheapside Bay. And the building lock up outside look abandoned. They have one entrance in and when they go in there full up of people with peer table. Everybody have a line a table with peer cocaine just line up on the table where everybody get high. Me go and get my table and the man and the same man supply the cocaine and feed them place around it. And they like me and want fuck me off. So in line up the table full up of cocaine can be still look good even though me I melt off. And next girl never look good like me because she had cocaine long time. And me I tell her say yo, but you just sniff the cocaine and like wiping your mouth and your fucking blood clot eye. Me know the place I sniff cocaine and I realize I 3 days me no beard and me no gone home. When me go home, they can't walk. When me go into me meet one guy near Will. And he was a crack addict and he lived downstairs. And he said, come here and talk to me and he was going to program. And he said, you have to stop this drug thing, you know, you have to stop. And me think about my son and me love my son so much. And me feel like I want to commit suicide, I know where me get myself, you know. And the guy said to me, I'm going to meet the club at night to follow me to the cocaine place. He said, you know what, I want to help you. I'm going to pay your rent for about a year just to quit this thing and forget this thing. Anyway, and give me some money, I pay my rent for about 6 months in a row. Straight and pay after. Plus, me have some money in the bank and me have some money there. Even though after that, so I need to dance. And I just quit the fucking dancing and left the club. And left the whole thing and go down on my knees. Me say when me come the morning, me say me have the cocaine, the Holy Spirit come up on me. Me have to flush the cocaine down the toilet. The Holy Spirit take me over. And God have me a weep and a moan out my garments. And the cocaine have left my body. Me say all when the cocaine left my body, all 2 years after the demon still haunt me. And I dream about the Spirit of the Lord, say I got to go. And me go down on my knee and me cast out the demons. Me have this dream, this vision of Princess Diana was in the backyard of Jamaica, hang out some clothes. And me say, where Princess Diana do I wash clothes out of bucket? At the time, Princess Diana that got dead. Out of bucket and I pin up in a yard like a Jamaica. Where Princess Diana do back here? And me tell her, say, when me dream and me get up and me pray. And me say, you have fresh dirt with 3 little puppy in the dirt. Like a little garden in the corner of the room. And me say, when God work for me, I stay away 2 years. And me say, me come and go and look at job I'm doing, selling popcorn and soda. And me left the job business alone. And one night, me decide long after for work in the club go dance. And when me go me meet this man, he said to me, you know, you're nice to be a model. And him give me a number and give me the magazine. And I said, me can't do them Node magazine. And after me think about it, you know, I could take these pictures and it could help me to pay my bills while I'm working selling popcorn and soda part-time and get my life together. And that I did, and I do the magazine, which was May 2000 issue magazine, Blacktail magazine. I was a centerfold, and the cover of Million Man Gang Banging, and I was in the centerfold of it, Blacktail magazine, May 2000 issue that I was in, New York issue magazine. I also did Black Beauty magazine, and I also did a dance for a Black Exotic Dancer, which I'm not proud of. Thank God I'm out of that now. But I was doing a lot of things, and yeah, Blacktail magazine, I really like me. They really like me. So then they sent for me. I went to Manhattan, and it was beautiful. I went there, getting a magazine, limousine. I get upstairs. My makeup artist was there. It was a Chinese guy and a lady. They make up my body. They touch up here and there between my legs or whatever. And of course, it was a nude magazine. It was crazy. But God forgive me, and thank God I have been learning a lesson to stay away from drugs. And I'm telling you, the guy was so nice to me, that light skinned guy, the one that tried to get me out of it. And the girl, she was with me, the Jamaican girl. And one night he was driving me home to tell her how drugs powerful. And as we was driving home, I tell the girl I didn't like him a lot, and I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing by dating this guy, which was a right thing, even though I was high under drugs and alcohol. And when I have this discussion in the bathroom, and while we're in the back of the car, she gets out to go and tell the guy, you know, she don't like you, you have to waste the time I drive her car every night, because she a Jamaican, I drive Irish, and the girl not like you, I talk about how one of your hand big, because when I hand it really big and crusty and some scale on it, I know why when I hand it stays so. And she go back go tell him, and the girl me attack and say shut the fuck up, and the girl start to fight me and start to punch me, and me have to get up, me have to start fight the blood clot girl back, you know. And me I tell her say up on my knee me there, and me there on the front seat and the girl on the back seat, me think, and me and the girl a fight between, and him pull the car over and throw me out, you know, and see all motherfucking bitches get the fuck out my car, and the American guy, and him throw me out on the roadside. Yes, and me and the girl a fight, so me and the girl end up on the roadside as chocolate and a blood clot fight. I'm say I go and bust up this post whole blood clot girl after me get her a job at the strip club here. And as she get me from blood clot cocaine and post hole your eye, can't hold a blood clot I'll hold this. We go on one little club, must sit down on Flatbush Avenue. The girl put out this whole of cocaine and just a sniff it on the dance floor. And I come with something and I push her my nose and I tell me sniff. Like a blood clot idiot, me I sniff it up with the girl like a pussy hole bitch. Yeah, me not a fight on the road and I struggle, and me jump on the blood clot girl and take my fist and start to pound her pussy clot and pound her blood clot and pound her, because the guy gone left it on the roadside out of nowhere. We never know which part with it. So we continue a fight on the road, me pound her like a blood clot. When one car pull up on my man, just come out of the car, so wood up in my fucking head and shove me after the roadside and pick her up and say, alright, come on, let me take you home. And drop me in the car with her and drive off, then up on the roadside, if motherfucker thump me in my head. By the time I realize and me get up, me take up my bag and start walk. Me take up my bag and start walk, push back, me see one light like one bus stop, then me turn up. And I wait to say me can get one taxi I sitting for carry me home. While me turn up, then me say, wait, so one police car come on, mix me see the light and the police car come on, wait, pull up on me. The police pull up on me, say, ma'am, do you realize you're not wearing any top? You don't have any bra, you don't have any blouse. Do you realize when me look down to Ras clot, I go to my breast implant and the brand new. When me look, me not have no brazier, me not have no top, the girl tear off my top. And me so fucking, I never realized me not have no clothes. Turn up a bus stop and wait pan bus. You hear me? So God is good and in mercy in give forever. Stay away from drugs. And let me tell you something, the story hard and the story long. Me got Kenneth to go to the same girl who like me and lick my pussy. She had the next one. She said she never in a drugs and she never in a drugs. She come from Honduras. And she in a Flatbush and she look like Naomi Campbell. And she was a lesbian, she claimed, but she was still sucking cock and soul and sperm. Me witnessed that with my eye one night. She carried one man from one club. And me follow her go yard. And the girl go to the bathroom, was suck the man cock and come out with her mouth full of sperm. I don't know where she come out with it for. Before she go brush her fucking mouth. And that me never like her. Me was like, you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. If you have cock, you take cock, you suck cock, your mouth full of sperm and say you're a lesbian. You know me I say? And she was something, and she come and Kennedy cut, because one time I left and go back at my mother house and my brother get in a fight, and I say, whoops, me go Kennedy cut, I don't know where me I go. And I jump on the green bus at 42nd Street and reach a Kennedy cut to go one club, go work. When I reach up there too late, I talk to the manager and he book me a hotel and I end up stay up there and I work. I meet one Italian man named Paul from New Britain. He was an Italian, he kind of walk with his hand funny, so but he alright. He was a high-tech, what you want to call it. In design building. I forgot what they call it right now. But him was a nice guy. I made her stay with him. I never know say she did know him and she called him and she come and to come work. She was excited to see me. So she claimed and she give me a whole pack of clothes and sitting. And when I go up, I have a white boy used to like me half named Jack. And him come from one place they must call I can't remember the place right now. Poland. Him come from. And big bamboo, but big bamboo dick. Me say big bamboo dick. Me say big bamboo dick. Me say call him big bamboo dick because I'm white and have a big bamboo dick. And yeah, him did like me, and him used to come and bring me the girl used to like to take ecstasy. Some used to sell him $25 pop for ecstasy in the club. So him carry me a whole for ecstasy free because him like me the white boy and drive me going one more shop anything me want for me new with me fishnet stacking and whatever me dancing at the club them up there with him. He drive me any part and you